Hey, welcome to AlbertoHartley.com. Want to talk to you today about the ongoing Chinese residential market. Check it out. Housing prices speed up. The article goes on to talk about how demand in resale has dropped 88%. Now, the Chinese government has made that look like it's because of the taxes they put on the increase in prices, but I think what's really happening there is that the prices are just shooting people out of the market. So the reason I want to talk about this a little bit today is I think that's what's happening in our market. We're having a heating up of the residential real estate market in areas that have really sort of concentrated density. So a lot of times what people think is that there's a uniform real estate housing market. So I want to really caution you, if you're a real estate investor or broker, to not take in national sales results as indicative of local sales results. They are not. They are very far off from that. Because what they're going to do is they're going to take averages from areas that are really hot, and they're going to put those with areas that are really depressed, and you're going to come up with an overall average, or just take the hot numbers and ignore the other markets. So if you're an investor looking, you've got to be really careful. You can even break those numbers down to even more specifics. So the Chinese housing prices have gone through the roof, but sales have dropped continually. They've dropped almost 88% resale. So what that tells you two things. Number one, the prices may be getting out of range for buyers, or number two, the restrictions that the Chinese government's putting on residential real estate are starting to take effect. In either case, it just re-emphasizes the fact that is a completely false market there. So the media likes to play this Chinese economy versus U.S. economy. That is a lie. The residential real estate market in the United States is pretty pure from a non-government and regulated point of view. The Chinese residential real estate market is completely government regulated. So I would really caution you to avoid looking at these numbers like, oh, look, they're doing so much better than us. That economy is not a true capitalist economy. So don't look at the comparisons as anything of any value to what we're doing. That is also important to look at, make sure you scrutinize the market areas that they're using to show which is really a hot residential market in the United States and which one is not. So it's really, you got to look behind the curtain on these numbers. So make sure that you do your research in your locality. What I suggest that you do is take the last 3 months of the last 3 months of this period, and that would mean you're looking at April, March. April and March is a really good number to see if there's a trend in price increases or a trend in sales, because that's going to give you your truest number. So work some of the information you can get from your other agents or from people in your neighborhood. Find out what their houses are going for, and compare that to how long they were on the market last year with what their sales price was last year. So take March and April of this year, compare it to March and April of last year in the same neighborhood. That may give you an idea if the prices are going up. That may make a difference of whether or not you want to jump in or purchase. So good luck hunting out there for some good real estate bargains, and don't let the headlines fool you. Thanks for checking us out. Bye-bye.